This is big. This is special. This is Wales against Fiji. And immediately safely taken in by Adam Beard, who is one of the finest men in the air in European rugby. That's his job tonight, boss those skies.
Red shirts down!
For a Wales team who've come in for criticism of late, changed their coach after a bleak 2022, a grim 23 Six Nations, but a big win over England a month ago has helped restore some positivity. Fiji, of course, sacking Twickenham to beat England for the very first time in their history. And Wales with the early penalty inside a minute.
Well, Fiji not releasing it, the first tackle there, and you've just nailed it. This was always a big fixture when everyone looked at this pool. A little glance there to see if anything was on. But because of that result at Twickenham, Fiji have just raised the bar, raised the temperature. Famous win for them. And now the question mark is, can they back that up with another big performance? Wales and England both ranked lower than Fiji. Here, just guilty, getting a bit isolated. Great work, keeping his feet, hands on the ball. Good steal, first blood for Wales.
You get the sense that a fast start is very important for the Welsh, and do not want to allow these magnificent Fijians to get into their stride, to play that vintage high-octane Fijian rugby. And Dan Biggar, who's kicking at 83% for Toulon this season. Over 600 points for his country. Will aim to break the deadlock. A sweet strike, as ever, from Dan Biggar. Wales 3, Fiji 0.
Well, the Prince likes it. Just snuck it inside that right post. And always great to get your first one underway as a goal kicker, because you feel the pressure as much as anyone.
It's a deeper restart this time from the Fijians. Raul Manda is hunting down Talupe Falacao. He's playing his first match since April.
Trapped by your own players.
Keeping him out of the World Cup warm-up programme.
Use it!
Davis sends it out. He's landed my father. Begins to peel eerily around Stade du Bordeaux. The Welsh in fine voice, but Vinaya Hambosi at full flight. Here's Radradra, terrorised Wales in Japan 4 years ago. Man of the match. Game where somebody scored a hat-trick and didn't get man of the match. That's how Simi Radradra was. Here's Luca Tangi, the Bayonne prop. Plays his club rugby a little further down the coast in the Bay of Biscay. Romani away to San Matavesi, the Royal Navy logistician back in the UK. And his father Cirelli settled many years ago. Tela. Here's Ndura in the line. There's a free-running fullback.
Advantage.
And Fiji have a freebie here. Wales not rolling away. Lomani goes blind. Finds Raul Dalmanda.
Penalty advantage.
Beat 8 defenders at Twickenham. He's not adding to that tally there.
We're going to come back to the penalty, but real intensity on the field. Rob, how does it look down there?
Well, intensity is the word, Rees. Gone from silence at the cultural challenge to a cacophony of noise. One interesting point tactically, Wales will look to target the ball whenever it is still on the floor. If Fiji keep the ball up, if they keep it offloaded and moving, it's going to be so difficult for the Welsh to stop them.
Well, a great point, and obviously a great feature of the Fijian game as that one just goes into touch. Simon Rauluni talked about playing like Fijians, and to me that means the offload game, but it also means some heavy carrying the ball, aggressive ball carrying, but that combination of the big wingspan and the offload opportunities, it's very difficult to play against.
Fiji threw 12 out of 15 lineouts successfully at Twickenham in their last match. It's a huge area of focus for them. They've got the beauty. Have they got the brawn? Matavesi comes torpedoing off the back of that. He's done a good job of slowing it down. Sila from Fijian Drua. Bordeaux, the gigantic Gloucester flanker, steals a couple of meters. Sila goes in once more. Lukatangi will protect this. Eroni Maui riding side saddle. And Wales win the penalty.
You latched and you went off
Well,
your
that's a
feet.
second penalty.
You latched on and you went
From
underneath the
Matthew
jacket.
Carley. He's saying the latch is
stay
gone,
up
so
or go
he was
back?
holding on to him as the Fijian player took it and looking for a quick one. There's no one in the space.
Dan Biggar going for broke here. He's caught Hambosi on the hop. And that is what Dan Biggar does. Expert marksman, and he drives Wales over the halfway.
Yeah, just to go back to that penalty, as Gatland will be happy with that exit strategy.
For you,
The
Fiji.
player wasn't holding on when he went in,
Exit
left
the
his
line.
feet, so penalty against Fiji. The second call against the run of play, that's something Coach Samarolu will have to keep an eye on.
Well, succeeded Vern Cotter 9 months ago, the former Fijian captain. Been heading up the very impressive high-performance unit in Suva, which has churned out so many of the men in a 33-strong squad. Here goes George North, the giant Welsh juggernaut, piercing the line. Davis tracking up the inside. Fiji haul them down.
No.
But Wales now, through Rowlands, have their tails up. They've got a penalty advantage too, as Tompkins burrows ever closer. Davis moves it wide. Biggar, Liam Williams, chance here, try here, it's Adams again! The slayer of Fiji in 2019 inflicts more pain on the Pacific Islanders, and Wales have a 2-score lead in Bordeaux.
He can't stop scoring against Fiji in World Cups. Remarkable, but it was a team effort. Everything that Wales are good at is on display here. Lots of options in the midfield. Nice angle run, poor defense. First phase up from Fiji there. A little bit of confusion here, but no panic. Davis goes down, and then they recycle. So many options, one, and then the flat miss pass hits him. Great team play, everyone doing their jobs well.
Well, the Fijians coming into this game with expectation, but it starts with your defence. Put it in context, George North just slid past Semi Radradra. Most people in the world would fear playing against that man, but he stepped up to the challenge, and just look at the emotion on Josh Adams' face.
7 tries in Japan 4 years ago, 3 of them coming against the Fijians. He was the tournament top try scorer back then. And he is off the mark in France 23. Off target this time. 8-0. Wales lead. 8 minutes on the clock.
Well, this is the final rundown. Just Fiji too stretched, too far, pulled out of position. Bosi.
Fiji need a response. They won't get one while Adam Beard
More.
has dominated those aerial exchanges. They've been talking up their fitness
7.
really up to this tournament. Warren Gatland known for his punishing pre-season camps. They were up in the Swiss Alps in the mountains. They were in the baking heat of Turkey to prepare for these blisteringly hot conditions. Here come Fiji with Ndura Sese. And this is where they can weave a special brand of rugby that only Fijians play. Hambosi sees a gap. Hambosi ploughs through it. Can't link with Nada Levu. Lomani to the enormous Eroni Maui, 130 plus kilos. Tangi, he's not small either. Barrel-chested prop, takes some stopping. Again, it's the heavies. This time Albert Tusuet.
Tackle.
The former police officer back in Sua. Nada level. Look at the ground Fiji are making. Just look at the ferocity of these collisions. But Wales force it loose in the tackle. They've got a knock-on advantage. They've got broken field to play with here. Tompkins pops it off the deck to Rowlands. Not convinced he wanted that ball, but Rowlands trundles on undeterred. And North again. Knock-on advantage over, so Fiji can attack that breakdown and win that penalty.
Knock-on advantage over.
So, referee communicating
Ball
there.
underneath the body into a squeeze position. Jackler in a strong place.
There was a penalty a knock-on advantage. Scrum. Advantage was used and penalised for not releasing at the breakdown.
Well, Dan Bigger just absolutely went off at George North there, pointing to him like he was a disobedient child. My word, that was a dressing down. Do not get this man angry on a rugby pitch.
George North has been a magnificent player for Wales over the years, the youngest man to hit 100 caps anywhere in the Test game. Wales defending stoutly, but Gareth, should that ball have gone here?
Well, that's what Bigger's saying. I think they have a strong enough relationship. They've played enough matches together in the red jersey to have some frank discussion. There you go.
Both of these men have more caps alone than the entire Fijian backline. Bigger 109, North 114. And now Teti Tela takes on the kicking duties for Fiji. And that's rather a lob wedge right underneath it. It's wide. Fiji can't afford to squander those opportunities. Remember, Caleb Muntz, their starting fly-up, out for the tournament. And this is Fiji's trademark, quick line-outs. They thrive in chaos. They love to create mayhem, and they're doing so with the Sola Drasese. Romani. And tackle on Guilherme Mata by Ryan Elias, the Welsh hooker. Tela introducing Kiriki Nabeta, former teenage boxer of some repute back in New Zealand. Romani to Maui, shoveled it on well to Nasila Sila. They go blind again to Fiji. Ndroa Sese puncturing the line, just clung onto by Wainwright. Romani introduces the big boys, and Tuisuit loses it through the hands. And now Wales looking to create some Fijian flair of their own. That pass looked a little suspicious. Rees-Zammit is in trouble, but Rees-Zammit slick and speedy and finding open prairie for Wainwright. Morgan on to Adams. Got the flag up on the far side from Wayne Barnes. It is open all-court rugby.
Red.
Yeah, mistakes happening with the Fijians.
Come out, Red.
It's the part of the risk-reward of this offload game, this power-running game, but credit the Welsh defence. They're up to just a foot in touch there. You see the counter-attack. Interesting to see Wales very comfortable to counter-attack themselves.
Fijian line-out works well, and here goes the phenomenon, Semi Randrandra. A cry of oomph as he carries Matavesi next to charge. Tela passes behind Lukatani, but Nathalevu feeding off scraps. Nathalevu thriving in chaos. The captain scores. Fiji on the boards, and Wales split open.
Well, the captain led the cultural challenge, the Thimbe, before the game, and he's led them back into this one after a shaky start. Nathalevu scoops up the loose ball in full stride, poor tackling from the Welsh, and then more than enough gas to finish it off.
4 tries in 6 games for the captain. And it's the double shot from Bigger and Wainwright that he clatters through. And even at 33 years of age, he is a serious weapon. Now, interestingly, Gareth, as we see the celebrations from Simon Raivalui and co, we've got a change of kicker. We expected Frank Lomani to be the first choice striker. He's taken over immediately from Tela.
The last one was longer range. I wonder if he's got a limit on his range. He's more the accuracy man. Keep an eye on this.
Lomani stands still. Lomani is successful. It's a 1-point game. Wales 8, Fiji 7.
And one of the best statistics in rugby union, meters through contact. Nathalevu just backs himself, carries right through the line. If you get high amount of meters after that contact, you're going to go well in your attack.
And Rob, I think a question there. Neither Welshman knew who the main tackler was. They both did half an effort, and that's the result. That man under the post.
Wales have won just 2 matches of their 8 in 2023. They've won only 5 from 20 since the end of 2021. Fiji will hope to exploit any sort of fraying confidence, any sort of troubled mentality. Romani sends it into the Bordeaux night sky, where Liam Williams comes racing forward. Couldn't take it cleanly though. He is a brilliant exponent of the high ball game as Williams, so much so that his social media handle reads bomb diffuser. That's what he's good at. Couldn't get a hold of that one. It's greasy down there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we've had a very hot weekend, the first weekend of the tournament here in France.
It's on the
but it's
screen.
very humid here tonight, a bit different than last night in the Ireland-Romania game. So that ball is greasy, and the bomb diffuser couldn't quite get that one, the wires
Good height,
unpicked.
enough space for everyone.
I said before, it's more like Suva than Swansea. This climate, this humidity is definitely going to suit the Fijians. Attacking threats right across their backline. And dare we now say we get to see Semi Radradra have his first crack.
Well, Raul, I've had a few nights out in Swansea where I've been sweating this much, but you may be right.
Steady now, lads.
9. Set.
First scrum of the night. Steady from Fiji. And a beautiful platform for Nadalevu to cause more trouble. And what a pass to Semi Radradra. Splintering Wales through the middle. He's got support. He's found it. Try time, Fiji! Wales stupefied. Fiji flying. Leki Matangitangivalu scores. And that is Fiji.
The coach said, let's play like Fijians. Well, it doesn't get more Fijian than this. Busting through the middle, inside ball. Look at all the support. The white jerseys flying up. In the end, it's the flanker. Tangitangivalu. And look at the subs. This is playing like Fiji. They're celebrating. The dive, the passion. That's what they bring to international rugby.
It's his first try for Fiji. It's only his third cap for Leki Matangitangivalu. He spent his whole pro career in France. He turned down an invitation to play for France Sevens, to represent his home country. And now here he is, scintillating on the world stage. Romani bangs over the extras. And cries of Fiji, Fiji are being held loud and proud across Stade du Bordeaux, Rob.
Nice Levu doing his thing. Dream team switches the hand, the combination, giving it to Radradra. The more meters that man gets, the better for my fantasy. But what's most impressive about this score, all the Welsh fans in this stadium also stood up and applauded it. That is what rugby and Fiji can do as a combination.
Fiji encapsulated in one first phase strike. And they're at it again here. Sila carrying this time. Romani, that languid style, over the shoulder box kick. Bigger is back there.
Wait. Thank you.
For Green Prairie, finding only Teti
Inside,
Tela.
still inside.
Flirting with that 22-metre line. Rees-Zammit. First chance for him to have a crack at Hamposi, and there's that acceleration. Tangitangivalu makes the tackle. Penalty Fiji. It's not just the flamboyance, it's the ferocity too.
And Radradra on that case was right over the ball. He did the work. He forced the Welsh into the infringement, not releasing. It's tough for Rees-Zammit because it looked like it was on. The Fijians were slow to come across. He went in field, but didn't pick up any of his teammates once he was tackled.
And quite telling, Gareth, that Wales have been asked to attempt 67 tackles, Fiji 14.
Yeah, that's a huge number. Just 15 minutes into test match. There's the steal. And then a little bit of
Wales, stay there, Wales. Thank you.
Well, Liam Williams quickly realising you do not want to wake a bear and leave Semi alone right there.
Over 15.
Beautiful line out to the tail for Diniki Daveta. And Tuisua lays waste to the Welsh midfield. Romani, the change of direction to Viliami Mata. one of the most prolific ball carriers out of the Edinburgh club in Scotland, and Hambosi lets it bounce off the chest. Liam Williams is going to conjure from deep. Bigger, look for the pragmatic routes, no advantage coming there.
In the process,
And Gareth Thomas
we had
about
a
to be
knock on.
seized upon.
Scrum.
So Black will go for the scrum. This is incidentally the 5th time in a row that these teams have met in a World Cup pool. Wales have won 3 of the past 4. Their only defeat ever to Fiji, in fact, came in 2007 here in France, in Nantes.
20-minute break.
An historic upset, a wonderful game for Fiji. They won 38-34. They knocked Wales out of the World Cup.
You never see a tired Fijian with a ball in hand, though, I can promise you that.
This is actually a really good attacking opportunity. There's the dominance with ball in hand you alluded to, Rob. Nice opportunity for Wales here. They're in their own half, but options both sides. Rees-Zammit out by himself to the bottom of your screen.
With a few scarier sights for an opposition defence. There are a few finer images for a Fijian supporter. Scrum crumbles at the front. Matthew Crowley has a long look. Decides we'll do it all over again.
Okay, I see that.
I don't want to jinx this, but it's one of the great features, and credit all the referees, Mr. Carley and his whole team. We haven't had a lot of reset scrums in this World Cup. It's been a pleasure for the fans.
Well, one big thing you're noticing there, this is a football pitch. That was like a carpet then. If they're not getting the traction through the studs, it's going to be very difficult for these scrums not to be reset received.
Let's go.
Keep an eye on it.
No Dewi Lake for Wales this weekend. Just working his way back from a minor injury. They hope he'll be fit for next week when Wales take on Portugal down in Nice on the Côte d'Azur. Ryan Elias, the middle prong of that 3-man front row.
The last conference there between Davis and Faletau. Let's keep an eye on what happens here.
Use it.
The scrum doesn't punch a millimetre. Faletau fakes rights, moves it left for Bigger. Here is George North. Liam Williams stepping into the line, releasing Adams, who twirls past the tackle of Raul Dalmanda. Dusty old pass, and Adam Beard can't take it, but Fiji were offside.
Never onside, yeah.
That's the discipline I'm talking about. Just a little slow to get back, not making the effort. For those, again, new to rugby, you have to be behind the back foot of that ruck, that tackle that existed on the far side. Right there, you watch the white jerseys don't get all the way back. A few lazy lines there. And that's what we're talking about. Guilty on that occasion is Tangi.
And he gets an absolute dressing down. This time, Sam Matavesi issuing out the warnings. Discipline, as Jamie mentioned, so important to this Fijian team. And that's just an easy out for them. That's poor from Fiji. Otherwise, what a cracking start it's been.
Sam Matavesi was recently promoted, in fact, from able seaman to local acting leading hand in his life outside of rugby in the British Royal Navy. So Dan Bigger from close to halfway. 60 seconds allowed to take a penalty. Bigger eating into those as we see the trademark swagger and step. And the typical outcome as well. A beautiful strike from Bigger. Wales back within 3 points.
Well, you expect that from Dan Bigger. Not only done this jersey proud, but plays his rugby over here in Toulon, as you alluded to, so knows these conditions.
It's nip and tuck, as we thought it would be, as the neutrals hoped it would be. Raul Dalmanda bamboozled by Bigger, whose banana-style kick veers in field. Durasese sends it high, asks Randrandra and Hambosi to give chase. Oh, brilliantly won by North, and Wainwright is off and galloping. Quick ball for Wales, North at scrum half. This is Captain Morgan. Averages a tackle every 4.8 minutes in Test rugby. Davis caught at the base, but Thomas Francis off on a trundle. Here's Tompkins. Oh, take a seat, Nick Tompkins. Atomised by a big Fijian shot. Wales come again with Williams, and Rees-Zammit can't collect the pass from behind his left hip.
Well, that's great play. They're taking what's on offer. Good pickup from the big man. Thomas Francis with nice feet. Good take to start the whole movement. Not the best kick, but good offloading here in the middle.
Penalty only.
There was an opportunity, just a little bit flat, and credit the Fijians. They bought just enough time to force that pass, and it doesn't go to hand from Williams.
Penalty only. Number 11, no arms tackle after the pass. It will be a penalty against Fiji.
No what?
No arms tackle by number 11. So it will be a penalty.
Picking up an illegal shot from Vinaya Hambosi
11.
after the ball had gone.
Please grasp.
Here we go. Arms not wrapping. Oh yeah. Yep, that'll do it. Shoulder into the kneecaps of Liam Williams. You must wrap your arms when making a tackle.
The referee saying penalty only because there's a discussion to be had. Is that foul play would maybe merit a yellow? I love the response from the skipper. No what? No hands, and anyone who's played against Fijians who can be part of their game.
We saw the good and the bad there of Fijian hits. Bill Mata, the Fijian franking machine. The intent not quite as accurate on this near side. A big moment for Wales. This is exactly where Fiji were practicing defending lineouts in the warm-up.
Wales pressed the gamble button.
Hold.
They turned down the chance of 3 points
Lineout over.
in search of 5 or 7.
One stop.
Ryan Elias piloting at the back. They're going right through the middle of Fiji. Elias repelled a metre short.
Ball is out.
The ball squirts loose. Francis falls upon it. Morgan around the corner, looking for the whitewash. Francis again is in there. So too is Gareth Thomas. This will be left though for Gareth Davis. Bigger calling for the left. 3 men outside him. Bigger juggles. Cuts back, loses his footing. It is Harum Scarum rugby in the shadow of the Fijian posts. These are angst-ridden phases as Wales chap hard on the Fijian door. Can they blow it off its hinges with their close-quarter power? Elias hard into Nasila Sila and Tangi Balo. Falatau back from that long absence, seeking 5 points.
Stay up.
Wales keep it tight again. Morgan goes it
Penalty
alone.
advantage offside.
Penalty advantage to Wales.
Fiji.
And that is activated.
From the sideline. He's standing there.
Fiji in front of the back foot. Relentless pressure from the big forwards. I thought maybe they could have stayed attached for a fraction of a second longer up the initial line-out drive. Maybe a little bit of white line fever. They're going to choose the line-out option. Go again.
Wales back their set piece once more.
Yeah, ask me a question, don't just shout at me, all right?
Well, the question that Matavesi is asking Matt Carley here is about ceiling, and I think he's right. We saw it in the first attack that Fiji had. You have to maintain your balance, stay on your feet, otherwise there's no competition over the ball.
Wales score once in 4 times on average when they enter opposition 22s.
Backwards, once.
Here they come again. Elias splinters off on his own, pops it back to Davis, who's dynamited backwards. The meat in a huge Fijian sandwich. Morgan off the deck for Adam Beard. Mata chops his legs away. Wales have been forced back 5 metres. Now they reload, and Falcao typically gets them moving in the right direction. Here's Tompkins standing short. Oh, that's brilliant! Wales backline behemoth. Steamrollers Fiji. And Wales retake the leads in seismic fashion.
Well, the man with 3 Rugby World Cups under his belt shows you why he's still the man in this 4th campaign. Just delays his run. Beautiful service from his centre partner Tompkins. Well weighted, and again Fiji found wanting. Totally disconnected, Rob, there in the midfield.
And that's how you defend the centres. You have to be so aligned in what you do. If one steps in, the other must as well. Randrandra made the hit. Nice Slave who didn't. Net outcome. Little nudge from Bigot to make it 7. That is George North personified. He runs straight, he's got the skill set of a winger, and what a wonderful finish this is with the footwork.
Oh, and a great center partner to take 2 tackles on his behalf.
Wow.
That's what it means. The crop tops are out in Bordeaux. And why ever not? Enjoy your tour, boys. George North enjoys his try. 46th in 115 caps. He's in the top 10 try scorers of all time. And he's second behind the legendary Shane Williams now. By 12. Shane on 58, George North on 46. What acrobatic brilliance that is from Fiji as they search for an immediate response. And they carve deep into Welsh territory right from the restart. That's their X factor. That's their trump card. Romani for Dirikindaveta.
No, 3!
Romani once more. Tela, Randrandra. And Brasese can't take it. It has gone backwards. The Wales swarm all over the breakdown and come up with the ball. Tompkins set upon by Hambosi. Oh, Rollins is chopped. And had that ball been picked up, Fiji had an opportunity. These collisions, these hits. Binaya Hambosi is an assassin.
I heard you, I didn't see it.
Well, a lot of players down on one knee. This is right off the kickoff. Hard to believe we only played 30 minutes of rugby. 2 tries apiece and so much action like this. The ball's been in play. Good hard running. Look at this tackle. Oof, gets an arm on it. It's actually going to be deemed a knock on there.
Gareth Thomas.
Gareth Thomas, yeah.
He didn't play. I don't think he played the ball. You went. Yeah, you.
Is there
you
anything
went
more
to
painful in a
regather
game of rugby than exposing one's kidneys to a diving Fijian, Gareth?
No, especially in these conditions. They seem to thrive in it. And it'll hurt now, but it really, really takes its toll in the last 20, 30 minutes.
Perhaps a Samoan shoulder, that might be it. But other than that, you wear that one for a good few weeks. That is brutal.
Gareth Thomas is going to resemble an old banana when he wakes up tomorrow morning. Right shoulder, right around the pelvis. Totally legal. That's how you wrap.
It's a big point, Jamie. You talk about tackle technique. The world loves to negate what you can't do going low, but that was about as textbook as you get. Power, technique, and an absolute wallop.
Let's play.
Again, that shows the work rate, the body of work Wales have had to do just to stay in this. They're up by 4. They've missed their own share, but significantly the Fijian tackles have cost them more.
Get comfortable.
Go Wales. Double the volume of tackles forced by Fiji on this Welsh defence. A defence that in 2023 has been leaking 4 tries per match on average. And this is a tantalising attacking position for Raiwalui's troops. Lomani into Randrandra on the short line. Oh, he's taking bodies. He's getting offloads away. He is creating magic. Wales dive in illegally. Penalty advantage Fiji. This is Viliame Mata. Rawata Amanda has to scramble. Still under penalty advantage Fiji. Romani for Dirikindaveta. Instead it's Luka Tangi who burrows forth. And Matthew Carley will have to blow up for the penalty advantage. And you can hear the noise cranking up. The home French crowd very much rooting for Fiji and rooting against the bemused Dan Biggar.
Well, what about Dan Biggar here? What a tackle. He did just enough to slow him down. Got caught up in the spokes. That stopped the initial attack, but it doesn't stop with the Fijians. Good work from Biggar.
Hang on. Time's off. You're the captain of this team. There's too much coming from the rest of your players now. Please take control of that for me. It's your penalty. What would you like to do? Time on.
Well, no nonsense there from Matthew Carley from RFU. Just too much assistance for him.
And Fiji are laying down a marker here.
But the rest stops. Just stop.
They go for the corner. They go for the try. Sam Makabesi wipes the sweat from his palms. Albert Tuisue readies himself for action. Sila takes uncontested. And Fiji with a pack that weighs close to a ton. Try to rev that engine. Wales hold them up so well. So now they break off through Lomani. Caught by Bigger. Fiji come again. Semirandrandra issuing the instructions.
Use it!
The backs crowd the right, the forwards go to the left. Carry by wounding, lung-burning Carry. They bludgeon their way towards Welsh pay dirt. Lomani leaves it for Kirikindaveta to Albert Dusuet.
Off your feet. You're off your feet now.
Mata goes in. Tangi and Sila with him. Fiji playing slow, patient, forward-oriented, historically un-Fijian rugby. But they know these are the phases they have to master. These are the moments they have to seize if they're to harness the Rugby World Cup glory they crave. Here's Ronnie Maui diving! Did he get the ball down? 130-kilo dump truck with the handbrake off, freewheeling towards the line.
The decision is a try. We'd just like to check the grounding, please.
We'll go to Brian McNeice, our TMO.
Okay, stand by, Matt. We'll have a look.
Did Ronnie Maui make contact with the white line? There's Brian McNeice in the bottom right of your screen.
Yeah,
You'll be scrutinising the
replays. Tackles away so I can look at that. If they're just shifting your tackles or you're slow moving, that's the priority.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
If he loses control of the ball, Maui, there must be no separation between his arm and the ball, and he must press the ball onto the turf. And it looks like he may have lost it. Let's listen in. This is feverishly tight.
Huh?
Matt, this is tight. We're just going to have another look here. Stand by.
One more spool through the footage.
So he's looking to see if he maintains contact with the ball all the way down. If he does, it's a try, because it's over the line.
Okay, Matt?
Yeah.
So he's losing control of the ball. He's lost control of the ball.
Yeah.
There's no separation, but there's no press.
Okay. So you've got a knock on.
Correct.
And so it's a goal drop
Yeah.
it.
I just stand by. I also want to have a quick look at the tackle by the Welsh player before this.
Okay.
Okay, so this won't be
No
a try.
try.
It's a game of millimetres.
It's still on the big screen, Matt, so
And we're just checking whether the tackle was legal on Maui.
Okay, thank you. We're looking at the actions of two.
Correct.
Did Brian Elias wrap his arms here?
That's the only angle we have on it. That's the best angle we have on it.
Huh? Yes. His arm up to try and make a tackle. Okay. So we've got no clear foul play.
Correct.
No clear foul play. We think that there's an arm coming through, so there's no clear foul play. It's knocked on in goal. It will be a goal line drop out to Wales. No try. Knock on, goal line drop out.
By the barest of margins, Ronnie Maui denied a World Cup try. The Fijian fans stunned.
Well, for me, it's a very difficult decision. Let's give our TMO, Brian McNeice, the credit. He took his time there, but I believe he said he maintained contact with the ball, and that I understand to be a try.
Well, there must be a press on that ball. That's the wording the referees use. Here's Viliame Mata with a 30-metre head start. Wales stand firm.
Penalty advantage.
But they concede another penalty advantage.
2 Wales offside.
Lomani and Sila. Tompkins holds him
Tackle.
up. It's all Fiji at the moment. Lomani again, trying to find Pangi. It's through the hands. Tuesue holds on, and Raul Talmanda can't get there. And Wales unhappy at the tackle from Celestino Rabotalmanda on Gareth Davis.
Well, there's no room for that. If a man's down, you leave him down.
You see? Yeah, come on.
So this thing is heating up. As we'd expected, there's an original penalty, and again, some more talk maybe from the skipper.
Okay. Just a penalty? Okay. Yeah, time off.
We're going to have a look at this Rabotalmanda hit. And this could spell trouble for Fiji.
On the screen now.
Okay, ready.
Well, that's clear and decisive.
Matt, that's the best angle for you.
The shoulder line, it's a good angle.
Real speed, please, so we can judge force.
Yeah, we'll get it for real speed for you now. Just stand by. Just stand by, we'll get real speed, sorry.
It's all right.
Penalty only. Yeah. Just the penalty.
Correct.
Not high force, player falling. Yes? It's a penalty.
Correct.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty for a high tackle. This is the last time I'm going to ask you.
I already mind them.
You control your players, else I'm going to take a sanction.
Okay.
I'll have the same message for Wales. Penalty
Tempers
over here,
free.
Jack. Jack. It's the same message for you as them. If you don't take control of your players, I will with the whistle, okay? I don't want to see players doing this or shouting, okay?
Tempers free
High
in the
tackle.
searing heat of Bordeaux.
Time is on. Let's go.
But Rabotalmanda's tackle gives Wales a cheap exit.
Offside by 2.
Yeah, Matthew Crowley wants to speed up the game, but he's being thorough. And when he says that's
Both
enough,
sides
it's
can
about the
reset,
chat,
okay?
it's about the talk, the help that all these referees are getting. I think they've done really well there, the team. They've got out of that. And Wales have actually dodged a bullet.
We talk a lot about the integrity of the game, respect. You know, rugby pins itself on the values within it. And I love the fact the referees have so much control of the game, yet the players respect that. And if you do give them a bit of chat back, you're going to get told and eventually penalised.
Both these teams will have files on the referees, their style, their tendencies, and what they will tolerate.
So 4 minutes of the first half
What?
remaining. He's eager to get some field position. Spent a lot of time defending.
Use it!
Still they have that 4-point lead.
Wales!
Well, Fiji swallowed that ball up in the middle of the maul there. Oh, they have. And these are elements of the game that Fiji have poured hours of toil and graft into
Stop once.
to give them that rounded game plan.
Turnover.
That blueprint that will claim more Six Nations and Rugby Championship scalps.
Let's go.
Yeah, the guile there, the white forwards, jersey forwards who come around. Simon Rawaluni, an expert in that in his day, and disrupted legally, and they've got possession here.
I spent 3 years here at this stadium before these fans with Conquer Begle. He's heading back to France after the World Cup with Lyon.
Set.
And you wouldn't bet against him having a say in the last 3 minutes of the half.
Yeah. Okay, time off, 9
Well,
red.
Warren Gatlin had a brilliant
9.
start from his team, up 8 points, then
9.
kind of conceded that
HIA.
quickly. There'll be lots to talk about. And here we've got an HIA, head
Time
injury assessment, where the neutral doctor on the sideline has seen something on the TV. It was probably after that high tackle
We need better
on
height
Davis.
than that, guys.
So he will be replaced,
Higher.
but can come back on the field if he's assessed to be healthy enough. Obviously, all precautions taken for the head these days.
Yeah, our independent matchday doctors
on,
have
let's
all
go.
the angles, all
Warm
the
up,
technology
let's
to
go.
scrutinise any incident that takes place on or off the ball. Gareth Davis did look to be hurt by that Rabotalmanda collision. So Thomas Williams has come on, another very experienced scrum half, to replace him while he goes and undertakes all the tests and checking.
Crouch! Fine.
Surveys the
Set.
scene. The pitch is his canvas tonight. What can one of the ultimate artists conjure here? Clean ball for Fiji. Not a clean pass between Rabotalmanda and Randrandra. So, Alessandro Assesi
Tackle!
has to
Away!
hoover up the ball. Fiji looking a little disjointed here, but since when has that ever stopped them playing? Yame Mata through George North. Hambosi with a sneak attack, the pick
Tackle,
and go.
let him go, both players.
Adam Beard hunting for the turnover. He's not going to get it legally.
You're on the wrong side, you can't jackal with a red player
Big
on the
decision
wrong
for
side.
Fiji
You can't
here,
be
90
that
seconds left. It's a long way out. Will they go points or will they go territory?
Well, the jackal wasn't legal, but there was a Welsh player impeding. It became material. And again, Fiji's going to go for the corner. It didn't work last time, but it speaks to the work they've done. Samuel Rauluni and the tight five forwards, the technical abilities that have improved, the set piece that has improved. And that, to me, is a big decision to go again to the line-out.
We'll talk about the transition of this Fijian team. They're known for their offloading. Their skill levels are sublime. This is them opting to choose to try and drive a line out. That's a big difference in mentality. Wales have got a big challenge here, crucial moment of this half.
Pressure moments in a pressure game.
Contest in the air, that's a maul.
Dusuit claims
Stay
at the
up,
tail.
6. 2 out.
And Fiji assemble their bruisers
1 stop.
and mount a final raid on this Welsh try line. Semi Randrandra drops the shoulders, and that usually means a lot of pain is in the process. Deti Tera straightens into Gareth Thomas. Fiji lancing through Welsh tacklers with these carries. Drua Sese was up in the line.
Stay still then, please.
Randrandra stands guard.
Use it.
Dusu awaits. Randrandra, 7 style, tries to do it all on his own. Wales alive to the danger down the short side.
Backwards.
Nomani, he went backwards. Nomani slips away from 2 tackles. Clock is red. This is the final play of the half. And boy, is it an important one. A try for Fiji puts them into the lead. The ball shoots loose. Morgan has it. Liam Williams is playing fast and loose at his own try line. And Wales running out from deep here. Tompkins to North, who's lost it. Oh, whoa, there's some fruity language there from Dan Biggar. We do apologise for that, but you could hear what he said. Get the ball off the park. What are you doing, Wales?
Time on, please.
Dan Biggar poised and ready. Stade du Bordeaux on tenterhooks. Here we go. The decisive 40 minutes underway in Pool C. Yame Mata makes a telling start. However, there's a clear out well beyond the ball from Nasila Sila, and Wales will have a penalty right on the whistle.
Clearly past the
Well, and
breakdown.
it started with a missed tackle from Josh Adams, and he was a little slow to get up. We'll keep an eye on him. But again, as the first half started, Fiji guilty at breakdown time.
Kick a goal.
I think that's something to keep an eye on. Fiji's technique, how quickly their tight five are getting back into play. There was some walking at the end of that half from their big boys.
And that's where they have to be so focused around that discipline. Said before, most penalised team in World Rugby, the average 16. If that number gets high, this game will be gone.
Yeah, they're up to 6 now. So too are Wales. In such moments of indiscipline, can test matches be decided? Particularly when Dan Biggar is your kicker. Oh, I've put the hex on him.
22.
The commentator's curse befalls Dan Biggar. The Welsh firebrand off targets. The score remains the same.
Well, a nice touch from his centre, Nick Tompkins, to give him a pat on the back. Don't worry about it, mate. But I wonder if there was a few apologies in the dressing room. I have not seen that for some time. The way that Biggar turned on a couple of his teammates in that first half. I'm sure it's all well-intentioned.
If there's anyone not to drink, Jamie, it would be Biggar. He looked angry in that first half.
Hope you didn't hear me. It's Biggar who puts up the bomb on Semi Randrandra. He handles it with consummate ease. Everything Randrandra seems to do is done with such slip-flowing motions. And here come Fiji with Ndroa Sese. He's a keen sailor back home, enjoys taking his boat around the Fijian archipelago. Mani to Tititela. Fizzing flat ball for Makadesi. Here's Randrandra. Here's trouble. Here's Vinaya Hambosi. And the offload is loose to North. Wales pick them off. And Bigger picks the spot. Sissi recovers. And off goes the swashbuckling fullback.
Use it!
And Frank Lamani had taken a knock there. That's why he was slow to that breakdown, the Fiji scrum half. Lukatangi has the ball dislodged. And powerful Welsh shoulder. Tompkins not getting away from Madalevo. And Wales will settle for the scrum just inside the Fijian half.
That was actually on as he circled back behind. But didn't want to take the risk, get the ball out wide. So both sides spilling. Greasy conditions.
Well, Nick Tompkins got absolutely walloped for his troubles there. He's dusted it off, but Nasalevu would be far off in a UFC cage. That's quite a high shot from Rowlands. Thought that at the time. He's got to be careful about targeting anything above the ball. And this is Tompkins getting dumped.
Spot of Greco-Roman wrestling there from Isaiah Nathalevo. Wouldn't like to go toe-to-toe with him in the octagon.
Bigger still not happy with a few things out there. Both front rows still on the field. 43 minutes, but very hot and humid here in Bordeaux.
The benches as well will be also important in an evening such as this. Wales with the likes of Dylan Lewis, Thomas Williams, who we've already seen, and Rio Dyer in reserve. Fiji with European champion Lewani Mbotia lurking. So too Joshua Tuisova. It's Welsh possession here. Ian Williams sweeps around to the left. Trickles one in behind the Fijian backline. He has picked up himself. Dragged into touch. And that is how you stymie a Fijian flyer.
Well worked move. Nicely weighted kick. Wasn't too hard, so as he gathers, look at this outside of the right foot. Nice little nudge, and it sits up. So no time to do anything here. Two defenders and the third arriving players push him into touch.
Lovely throw to the tail from Elias. And Bigger gets the back line humming. Williams rips the pass away to Lewis Rees-Zammit. What a step and what a colossal hit from Hambosi, who is rearranging rib cages all throughout this Welsh team. Fiji pile in, Fiji penalty, Fiji celebrates.
You ended up off your feet.
Well, I said keep an eye on the work rate of the Fijians. Hambosi puts in the massive tackle on that man, Rees-Zammit. But the arrival speed of the rest of the Fijians wins the penalty here. Incredible work, as they were almost exposed in that far flank.
I know they won't be thinking about it, but these types of hits and massive moments could be worth hundreds of thousands of euros if these French coaches are getting a look at these Fijians, because this is world-class defence. Rees-Zammit is rapid and his flame bright, but it got very much extinguished with this shot.
But look who's first there at the breakdown. Four white jerseys. That's just pure work rate.
And some big attacking numbers already in the Fijian backline. Both centres with over 70 metres made with ball in hand. Hambosi and Drua not far behind. Wales sets their options from deep. Williams bangs it high. And Grandra underneath it. Williams knocks it back. And Williams knocks it on.
Then by Red.
In fact, it was a Fijian spill first. That's a good territorial gain from Liam Williams and from Wales.
Smart work from the 32-year-old veteran. Just a well-weighted kick. No danger of him finding a yellow card because he was there when it landed, which is actually a tactic I think teams will be looking at after the last few days in this tournament. So costly when a player gets sent to the bin for those collisions, Rob.
That's it, the Fijians racking up the errors. That's often the case because they often try the outrageous. But Wales will be aware, ball in hand is exactly what they need in this game. They were behind in territory and in possession that first half, and they won't want that to be the same statistic this second half.
Gareth Thomas on the loose head side is putting in a power of work around the paddock for Wales in defence. Top tackler in the match so far with 16. It's one heck of a total for a loose head prop for any player.
Wales
dismantle the Fijian scrum. Free play for the backs. Here's Tompkins. Beats Randrandra, all ends up. Finds Adams, who soars inside. Hits Liam Williams. The pass on doesn't find Davis. Was there a deliberate knock-on in there from Fiji?
Penalty advantage is still going from back there.
Wales still under that advantage. Jack Morgan, are you kidding me with the cross kick? It might yet work for Wales. It will! It's Rees-Zammit! The captain's crossfielder, seized upon by Lewis Rees-Zammit. The Welsh dragon roars, and there's daylight between these teams now.
Well, that one was a bit easier on the body for Rees-Zammit. He had the presence of mind to clean up the loose work. Advantage being played here. A sublime attack to the left. Good interplay. Backing each other up. Nice footwork there. They get to the corner. Thought they might go around here, but Fiji doing just enough. But as they regroup, it's the boy from Cumterch. He but dreamt of this playing for his club. The cross kick. Not cleaned up by Fiji. Rees-Zammit says thank you very much. Yakavau.
55% probability of Dan Bigger slotting this touchline kick. Bigger makes a mockery of those stats. Through she goes.
Well, speaking about stats,
25-14, sorry, Rob.
Louis Rees-Zammit is the man on TikTok. He's over 23 million views, but I reckon what Jack Morgan will be getting a few for that open side flanker, and how adept did he look with that crossfield kick.
It takes everyone. It takes a few bounces when you get to World Cup. But that was great pressure from the Welsh, showing their complete skill set.
Try casting the image of the Fijians. Fiji now trail by 11 points. And Wales will hope to squeeze and suffocate them.
Counter's good, play on.
And doing well, disrupting that Fijian breakdown. Fiji stack the short side. Numbers here, Mata, dummies and goes. Alessandro Sese to Masila Sila. Played every match in Super Rugby Pacific for the Fijian Drua. Tela, Randrandra assessing his options. Decides to take the direct route.
Tackle!
Straight through Tompkins. Ball is loose. It's not backwards, so it's live, it's play on. That is sumptuous from Liam Williams. The Welsh producing moments of Fijian wizardry themselves, but this is untidy. And it's Jack Morgan again, he kicks off both feet. A left foot hack downfield eases the pressure. Ravel Talmanda cracks it off again. And then he is walloped by Josh Adams. And it's a Welsh penalty. And look at the celebrations.
And just listen in. Oh my goodness, what a pickup this is. Campese, eat your heart out. Beautiful work. But this game got pretty loose here. And without tackles like that, taking his drawers off, literally. Josh Adams.
Talk about knock your socks off. That's what it means to Josh Adams. And look at the scenes on the bench. Thomas Williams and Warren Gatland and co. relishing that defence. It's something Wales have put so much effort into under the new defence coach Mike Forshaw, and that will be incredibly satisfying to halt Fiji in their tracks like that.
Yeah, Forshaw will be happy. That's a little bit asked of his troops, knowing it's going to hurt, knowing there are bigger men coming at them. You've got to stay in the hole, you've got to make those tackles. Even Alex King, maybe not known for his defence, pumped up there as part of this Welsh coaching team.
Well, that was right in front of me, and they are absolutely surging. There was a shock of adrenaline right around this stadium. Now it's about composure. You bring on your replacements, bring on your savvy minds, control the game. But that was two huge plays from Wales. One in attack, one in defence.
Thomas Williams on in scrum half position for Gareth Davis for Wales. Only one player kicks more ball in World Rugby this year than Thomas Williams. He's a game manager, he's astute, but he's upping the tempo here as Wales go for the jugular. Bigger. Tompkins It's loose, but it's working for Wales. Williams knocks it through on the toe for Rees-Zammit. Drua in trouble back there. Can't escape the clutches of the Welsh winger. And Fiji have to resource that breakdown. Ironi Maui
Lost now, red.
shunts his vast frame. And it's the Welsh fans now who can be heard in the Stade du Bordeaux cacophony. The Mani box is clear, and Wales will take that all day long.
For me, this is a crucial period of the game. Wales have gone up, they're feeling good, but they managed that well. They went through some phases, they kicked to the corner and forced Fiji to get it off the park. They're probably happy to slow things down for a few minutes here.
Elliot D coming on at hooker for Wales for Ryan Elias, who's played just 6 minutes of rugby since December, and he's done well to get through 53 here. An Achilles injury keeping him sidelined. Off trots the Scarlet from Llanelli in West Wales, and on for Fiji has trotted some serious weaponry. Vinaya Hambosi off, and the man mounted Joshua Tuisova on. The Simeone Kuruvoli replacing Franco Mani at scrum half.
One stop!
Wales in the driver's seat. Match in the palm of their hands. Bigger, the crossfield bomb. Adams hunting after this one. Drua takes it, doesn't call the mark, and off he goose steps. Rabo Talmanda up the touchline, kicking in field. This is end-to-end fair. This is such captivating, such structureless, such blissful rugby. And it's Wales pouring through Fiji with Thomas Williams. Kuishua gets a huge shot on him. Elliot D for Will Rowlands.
No!
Thomas Williams. Rees-Zammit off his wing, making things happen. Deep. He's bigger. Standing flats, attacking the gain line, punching holes, and a stout Fijian defence, and bigger, happy to play the corners. This will be the Welsh blueprint now. Pin Fiji back, force them to create the impossible.
The pace on that kick is a statement. Says, Fiji, if you're going to come, you got to come 95 metres. Biggers holding his back there, but he knew exactly what he was doing there.
This 9-point lead completely changes the game for Wales. This is where they can really crank it up. This is where the whistle-to-whistle comes through. They've had to work hard to get that lead. Now it's about trying to maintain it.
Fiji line-out works well. Pulling through.
No.
The soft Welsh shoulder. That in the pocket, bigger. Chasing him down ferociously, cutting down that angle. The fly half leading from the front, but he's hurt himself again. That strained back, perhaps,
Fiji.
causing the playmaker some issues. He is leaving it all out there for his country.
Yeah, the 33-year-old giving it everything. And when you look at the bench, maybe you're giving him a signal saying, I'm close to being done here. I'm giving it everything. But he's back on his feet, and the Welsh fans love it.
Sam Costello taking a seat on the bench. Not yet, young fella, not yet. Average 9 metres per carry for Dan Biggar. Crucially, 10 points off the boot. And with every minute that ticks past, every moment that Wales spend in this Fijian half, they are stamping on the spirit of the Pacific Islanders. They are challenging them physically and emotionally, but Thomas Francis entering that rock from an illegal position. And Fiji about to send for Penny Ravai, another veteran of their squad, the 33-year-old Lucid.
Yeah, this will be Ravai's 33rd World Cup.
Rob, what are you seeing pitch side? These substitutes are going to be so crucial in the last quarter.
Oh, they are, but every time I look across the subs bench, I get transfixed on Tuisova's calves. My word, he is a specimen of a human. This is the difference now. This Fijian team, as Ravai comes on, are deep. They've got quality right across. The coaching team are outstanding and have been for a number of months. They're going to keep in this game. Perhaps previously we'd talk about a 60-minute lull. I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, time on.
Coach Sanrailu has spoken about his comfort with the depth of this team. All 33 he believes he can lean on.
The line out is loose. It's overthrown, and Wales can make hay off this loose ball. Adams sizing up Ravo Talmanda and drags him down.
Hold.
Wales will feast on those mistakes all day. Fatal loses it to Ravai. An immediate impact from the prop, and scrambling back was Elliot D. He saved the day for Fiji. Ravai, a raging bull, emptied from the bench. He's been sniffing the smelling salts.
Use it!
Jack Morgan's not going to box kick, is he? No, for Thomas Williams. Gets it over the towering frame of Nasila Sila. The rest of the top carrier in the match. That's his 18th of the game. He'll leave at the end. Guruvoli. Boxing in this middle third. Raul Talamanda gives chase. Thomas Williams loses it backwards, then regathers on the floor. That was important. Celestino Raul Talamanda has done himself a mischief chasing that kick. So Fiji are going to be defending with 14 men here. Guruvoli tackles Josh Adams. Raul Talamanda's gingerly rejoined the defensive line, but he's not moving too freely. Wales are not going to take any risks on slow ball inside their own half. They don't need to at this stage. It's not a great kick from Thomas Williams. Straight up, straight back down. Through the hands of Adams. It's gone forwards. Oh, Morgan again. Stop it, Jack. Enough of these chips and dinks. You're an open side flanker, man. What skill from the captain, but Wales offside after that knock-on took place. So Fiji come again.
Well, because of the kick that wasn't executed, all those players were offside within the 10-meter landing zone. So a glorious opportunity for Fiji to get back into this.
Fiji needs to turn pressure into points, and perhaps no finer person to send for than the demolition man from La Rochelle. Lewani Mbotia enters the arena. The double European champion replaces Albert Tuisue. Rob, he is a machine.
He wasn't on the bench, he was in a cage. He's going to come out and create absolute havoc.
11.
Gavin Jenkins on for Adam Beard. For Wales, Rio Dyer in jersey 23. Appearing at the bottom of your screen as Josh Adams troops off with another try pocketed. Pressure on this Matavesi throw. Last one went to Pot. This one goes to Firiki Daveta. Fiji peel round the near side with Mata. These are such important moments for the flying Fijians. They cannot squander this field position. They cannot pass up red zone ball. They've got a penalty advantage. They've got a shot to nothing, and they're going to need to use it because the ball was lost forward. Fiji want to go here.
Can if you want now. Number 16 offside.
Luka Tangi saw the line beckoning.
He awarded the penalty because Fiji knocked on there, but they're so threatening. And look at the big man lurking over the ball. They're going to go.
The Titans of Fiji.
Stop.
Oh, hang on.
Behind the line to start with. You can't dummy taking that, okay? No, thank you. Play the ball.
There's a bit of choreography going on.
Stay on the
with
line.
130 kilo pieces. Guruvoli whips it. The drive for the line from the giant Dusoba. Held brilliantly by North. Guruvoli scragged at the base illegally by Bigger. Another penalty advantage for Fiji. Taylor goes in to play scrum half.
Ball is out.
The ball is exposed. Fiji pick and drive.
Advantage white.
Here they come again through Luka Tangi. Within 2 meters. Iwani Mbotia on the prowl. Ravai in there. Guruvoli. Tela, the cross-fielder. It's not well struck. It's well over-hit. And we'll come back for the previous infringement.
And I was waiting to listen for a second whistle to see if the referee might have a chat about too many infringements close to the line. But look at the commitment from the Welsh. Fiji piling in. Big bodies. Dan Bigger got penalised there, but shows the commitment, leading from the front. I'm just happy he didn't have to compete in the air.
Matthew Carley will be eyeing this very closely, because that's a couple of penalties Wales have conceded in quick succession in this area of the field. He might be thinking yellow cards should further transgressions arise. This scrum is also vital. There are fewer, finer attacking positions on a rugby field in the real estate Fiji currently occupy. They park their tanks on the Welsh front lawn, and the scrum parks itself into the turf.
Always the way with some new front row boys in there. The referee had things all sorted with the previous group.
I can't think of many things scarier here than lining up opposite to Isova. He's so monstrous. He can't even get socks that fit.
He's not been skipping leg day, has Joshua Tuisova.
He skips 2 leg day.
He skips wherever he wants with calves like that. They're like Christmas hams, those bad boys. And you're right, the socks can't even get over them. They're that big.
Time on.
It's a serious piece of kit. A mighty attacking weapon to wield.
60 minutes played, and you can't believe we're done here. There's so much more in this piece.
We'll have a water break soon. Fiji hope it will come after they score a try. Here we come. Like rutting stags. The packs come together. Early drive from Wales. Fiji, tap and trundle through Mata. A metre short. Motia protects. Ball scrums loose. Kurovoli is caught at the base. Wales come tumbling forward. They want the turnover. Not yet. Wani Motia leaves it for Penny Rabai. Yet another Welsh infringement. Fiji will have the penalty. They crave the try. They yearn for 7 more points. They're going to need the penalty. And there Matthew Carley is going to beckon Jack Morgan across.
That is the second whistle. We feared, Welsh fans feared.
Offside down here is becoming a trend. The discipline needs to improve, or someone goes in the bin. Speak to them. No, speak to them. Speak to them.
Offside at the ruck.
Fiji loads up the heavies once more. The big boys are in position. Penny Ravai, one of the biggest. Wani Botia claims he was impeded, trying to get that ball clear. Botia leaves it for Tangi Balu. Forwards inch towards the post. Here's Botia. Wani Botia has the demolition man come up with a huge play for Fiji.
Knocked on. Knocked on.
But he's actually produced a brilliant piece of sportsmanship. Wani Botia quite happily admitting that he knocked this ball on, saving the rigmarole of the TMO. It's exceptional sportsmanship at this stage of this level of a game.
Fantastic display of rugby union.
Bigger rasps, the goal line drop it away. And Fiji from a metre out must now go again in 45. They've got 17 minutes. They need to score twice to pluck this pool match from the fire. And if any team in the game can pull off a Houdini act, it is the Flying Fijians. Kurovoli tries to score at Twickenham in that historic win. Penny Ravai, big shots, big Tommy Raffel shots. Fiji play away, they play out the back through Ndroa Sese, who's marauding and offloading, and Nathalevo drops it. And Bigger will punish Fiji. And it's Bigger giving chase. It's Bigger's 50-22. It's Bigger's party right now. They want the quick lineouts, but they're not allowed to take it because they're about 20 yards in front of the mark.
In front of the mark. Red line out.
Dan Bigger, the conductor of the Welsh Orchestra. He's got Fiji on strings.
Well, he doesn't get to conduct unless the baton is passed over after hits like that. The Welsh have held their line and done just enough to force some mistakes from the Flying Fijians. There's another one, and Bigger instinctively picks it up and then slides it, because he's in his own half, into their 22. He meant to curl that off his right boot. And they would have had a score if they'd have found the mark, because there was no one there.
What an impact Stan Biggar is having. These will be his final act in a Wales jersey. He's retiring after the World Cup, and his pack are making mincemeat of the Fijians up front. A try here might kill it. They've got an advantage up their sleeve to the Welsh. Tompkins stepping, stuttering, held up by Fiji and driven backwards. Thomas Williams, Biggar for Rees-Zammit, who's darting and dancing and menacing. Randra makes the hit. Thomas Williams again. Nick Tompkins. Wales have stacked the left-hand side. They're not going to get a chance to realise that huge overlap, but they will have a penalty. And they will have a yellow card as well. Kimo Tangivalu dispatched.
You've got to let him leave
to the sin bin.
Wow, that must have been clear. The assistant official was involved there.
It's for the cynical play, the dragging down of the maul, which is viewed as a professional foul by the referees. We'll see it here, Gareth. Watch how this maul goes down. And Tangivalu, adjudged to be the man, halting it illegally. There was the arm from Matt Carley. Wales play on. And Wales look to drive a dagger through Fijian hearts. Elliot Dee approaching the line, diving and scoring. Wales expunging the ghosts of 2007. Wales running roughshod over the flying Fijians. And they can taste victory in Pool C now.
Well, boy, have they worked for it. This forward pack stuck together. Incredible work rate. Patience here as they're looking for the seam. Fiji starts to back off on the right and they spin round. Dee doing exactly what's required of him. The man from Newport goes over, and the Black and Ambers will be happy.
He's had an injury-hit season, has Elliot Dee. He's not played it nearly as much as he would have liked to. And that's just his second Wales try in 48 internationals. And how vital, how important, how soul-crushing for Fiji. How beautiful for the Welsh fans. And how crucial too that the bonus point is secured. Ings and Arias reverberates around Stade Bordeaux. Dan Biggar keeps the scoreboard a-ticking. 32-14, 13 minutes left.
There are a few boos around the stadium entering the noise of the volume because they saw 3 penalties given to Fiji near the try line with no yellow card. Subsequently, 1 indiscretion. A Fijian finds his way to the sideline. That was more cynical. That's why there's a yellow mark above the Fijian flag in the top left. But Biggar has curated an absolute masterclass in this game.
The conquering hero receives the adulation of the Welsh supporters as Sam Costello comes on in his stead. Williams throws Wales downfield. William Mata with a superb take in this unduress from Leo Dyer. Fiji at the moment taking nothing from this match. We need points. We want at least a losing bonus point, but 11 more points to make that happen. Must finish within 7 for that. 2 more tries would give them a try bonus point in the process. 12 minutes left. And still around 7 left. And Tangivalu sin binning. The penalty here. Crowd baying for a yellow card. Oh, here we go. And they are going to get one. Matthew Carley reaches for his pocket. Yellow flashed at Corey Domachowski. 14 against 14 now.
Well, and Rob, I take your comment. I was going to comment on that very situation. Wales that have defended weren't awarded a yellow, and maybe, referees are human, just maybe, he sensed that was one too many from the Welsh, wanted to even it up.
Yeah, the neutral would have been asking exactly that. The point of the warning is then a yellow card after that. It's exactly what they stuck to. And this could well be the chance that the Fijians need. It's a tough ask at this stage of the game, but if anybody can do it, it would be Fiji. Wales, tactically, have been on point in the second half.
And the penalty isn't for the counter ruck from the skipper. It's actually for picking the ball up and slowing up the quick penalty attempt from the Fijians.
Now Wales were on what's known as a team warning, which is when the referee tells you you've been naughty boys and one more infringement, regardless of where and who the perpetrator is, will result in a yellow card. As Will Rowlands, this towering lock forward, he will be playing at the iconic Paris La Défense Arena next season for Racing 92. He's patched up.
Well, in a pulsating evening here, it's just the last minute. Players and fans alike have just taken a little bit of a rest.
The two sinners watch on anxiously from their plastic seats. Rowlands got paused to that, but it's back with Fiji. He was Pusova. Taylor. Well read, Jack Morgan. He's up like lightning. Tackling like thunder. Saki Ndonge, fresh off the bench in jersey 18 for Fiji. Uwoli. Andra, how badly they need some spark. Seismic Samir Andra. Rabai, stripped in the tackle by Wainwright. Who does a knock on? Here comes Tuisova. End over end ball to Rabotalmanda. Sizing up Dyer. Cutting inside, looking for soft shoulders. Finding only the tiger-like Nick Tompkins. Mata. Big double tackle. Again, Wales infringe. Again, Fiji forced the penalty. Kurovoli with the gamble. It's not going to sit for Rabotalmanda.
He landed the wrong side.
Welsh player landed the wrong side, not able to move away, but they're not really bothered at this point with the 18-point lead.
Well, asking the questions people might be around the world, why is this another penalty to Fiji without another yellow card? They still have to get the same warning, but it's certainly a question to ask the referee.
Captain. Scrum.
Another level opts for the scrum. Josh Adams.
6 red replacement for the scrum, please.
And that means Wales have got to sacrifice another player because they need the full complement of front row qualified players. Corey Domachowski, the replacement prop, is in the sin bin. So Aaron Wainwright is coming off. And it looks like Gareth Thomas, who put in one heck of a shift at the coalface, is returning to come back with us. 21 tackles Gareth Thomas made. He'd have been halfway through his post-match protein shake. Little spin on the watt bike. Now he's straight back in to defend this big scrum.
It's all about safety. The front row boys are the only specialist players on the rugby team, so we won't scrummage without men who know how to do it.
He's coming off for Fiji on in his stead. Will arrive Temo Mayana Vanua, who plays rugby for Northampton Saints in the English Premiership next term.
Fine. Set.
Fiji's need is dire. The hour is late. The scrum is motoring. Another penalty advantage.
This is great work from Fiji, but it's all taking time off the clock. I don't think the Welsh mind, as long as they don't have anyone else sent to the bin, they're happy to keep resetting.
It's a sensible call in many ways to go for the scrum again, Gareth. But as you say, it's eating into the time, particularly if there are resets.
And there's two plots here. Obviously trying to win this match, a big ask, but also trying to get that bonus point or a losing bonus point. So key in this pool, involving Australia, already with a win under their belt, Georgia and Portugal to come.
Let's go, please, Wales. Crouch!
his Wales friend, and especially
over the mark,
scrum
both
must
sides,
be
please. Okay.
redone.
Remove. The pitch needs putting back together.
How about a credit for Matthew Carley? I mean, all the intensity that's in this building, all the emotion.
More space, please.
And he's been right in the middle with his team and just controlled the thing.
Time's off.
He set out his limits. And yeah, there's a couple of calls that we'll debate, but full credit to Matthew Carley from the Rugby Football Union. He's held this together. And what's a great rugby game.
Okay, time on.
Yeah, the pitch is cutting up a little bit. That's what the referee's concern is. You don't want scrums with near on a ton each side collapsing. There's a lot of pressure coming through next.
Set.
It's now or never for Fiji. They're ordered to play. Kuruvoli does the necessary. Radradra. If they want the ball in anyone's hands, it's those gilded fingers of Semi Radradra. Here's Penny Ravai. They go blind. Radradra again, dummying and weaving. Morgan couldn't steal it back for Wales. Here's Misaki Ngonga, the huge tight head prop. Kuruvoli to Ravai, trundling towards the uprights. Kuruvoli, here's a chance. Tuisova! Fiji not done yet. The thunderous Joshua Tuisova, propelled by the biggest calves in the world, hauls them off the canvas and back into this game.
Well, I just didn't think Wales could keep holding on. They were putting their body on the line time after time again. But credit the Fijians. They actually created some quick ball, and that's what got 29-year-old Tuisova into space. They had the quick two, and they're right back in this.
They need 2 scores to Fiji, but that is a lot more like it.
You can see him prowling, waiting. Olympic gold medal on his CV already. He's chasing more wonders of the world, this guy.
Oh, incredible sevens player, but that was about 15's power and pace. Reading the opportunity.
Joshua Tuisova, 10 tries in 22 test matches, and the crowd are inflamed by Wales' tardiness to get this game going again. Matthew Carley
Time on when you're ready to kick.
has stopped the clock.
Happy?
Until Sam Costello was in position. It was too long in the tooth to fall for that trick. And he's had a fine game. He's a man in the middle of a seriously heated game of rugby.
One side, please. 18, no more, no more.
Kuruvoli under pressure from David Jenkins. It's not a great box kick. It's not made much ground. And Wales can turn the screw here.
I'm somewhat surprised there. One of the mantras for Simon Rodney is play like Fijians. I know that was static ball, but going to the box kick with 7 minutes left and you need 2 scores, that to me isn't playing like Fijians.
Tangivalu has another 25 seconds to wait until he returns to the fray. Wales concede the free kick. Dummying the jumper. And now Fiji must play like Fijians. Penny Ravai splats Dylan Lewis. The ball loose though, and Kuruvoli toes it ahead. Wales have it with Dyer. Some Fijian-esque footwork from the Dragons. Winger, and Fiji have a penalty.
That one there, you went straight off your feet.
Is there hope for Fiji? They're not wasting any time. We'll get Tangivalu back on if this goes to touch. Teti Tela has pushed the envelope, and he hasn't hit touch. Liam Williams, fabulous in the air, leaping from outside the field of play to within inches of the touchline. Tela had to gamble, and Prince William is pretty impressed.
I think he's happy he doesn't have to necessarily be neutral,
and
although
15.
they are in the Commonwealth. Wales.
Hold off, time is off.
Cyril Mangala is on in jersey 23 for Alessandro Sese in the Fijian backline. Yakima Tangivalu is back in the Fijian pack.
Time on.
It's 15 against 14.
Meters, please. Come on.
5 minutes left. Fiji need 2 tries. You might say they need a miracle. Kuruvoli, ransacked by Dylan Lewis.
Enough.
Silva, that's a stunning pass, and it's found a stunning player. Radradra dispatches Rees-Zammit, tries to go straight over Liam Williams, who puts his head in the spokes so bravely. Fiji on the rampage.
No.
Can they pull off the impossible? Rabai, Tuisova, that ball needs to go, and it does. And Bordeaux, this is sumptuous, this is amazing, this is Rabo Talmanda. Wales scrambling desperately for the volley. Naya Talebo, not quite. Still Fiji pound away. Still Wales infringe.
Too long.
What drama at the death in Bordeaux. Fiji press around the fringes. They need a try. They need a try quickly. The crowd roar. Fiji red. And this will go to the TMO.
Move away. Move away. Move away. No. It's fine. Up we come. Up we
Was
come.
this ball grounded?
Up we come. Up we come.
Matthew Carley hasn't called time off yet. Precious seconds ticking away now. The clock is stopped.
On-field decision for me is a try.
And that's a big statement from
Can we
Carley.
just double check? Grounding, please.
On-field decision is try.
Just stand by, we'll check grounding.
We must see compelling evidence that Penny Rabai has not scored. And remember, this would be a bonus point try for Fiji.
Ready.
First angle coming up.
Here we go.
Low body position, driving. It'd be hard to overturn from that angle.
And that's why the question is so important.
I've got one more angle, possibly, Matt.
If Matthew Carley
Nothing to overrule your decision at the
says
moment.
try yes or no, the answer is probably no here. But because he said any reason not to award the
That will
try,
show it, so
Ryan,
stick with your on-field decision.
Ryan, can we see that last angle one more time, please?
Yeah.
Matthew
So we
Carley
have the
taking
Fiji
his
play
time.
there as a knee on the ground. We believe he then propels himself forward and then gets himself over the line from there.
This could go as a penalty
Let's
to
just play
Wales.
that back through and we'll have a look at that.
Matthew Carley checking for a Fijian double movement here. What's the right knee of Penny Ravai?
At that point, he's a
So it's
tackled
there, the
player.
tackle's complete. He then drives forward, short of the line, and works again to get the ball over the line.
Wow.
Okay, so no try, penalty for the double movement.
Okay.
No try.
It's a huge call from Matt Carley.
No try. Listen to me. No try. It's a double movement. We scored on the floor, but we have advantage. So we come back to the off feet. No try. Double movement. Back to the advantage. Player too long trying to jackal. Time is off.
So just to explain the law there,
Time is off.
as his knee hits the ground, he's a tackle player. One of his options is to reach out and score.
No.
The referee's deeming that he didn't do it immediately. He took a second movement to score, and that's too much work after being tackled.
Look at those numbers. Wales have been forced to attempt 230 tackles. That's almost 3 times as many as the Flying Fijians. But what a defensive effort it's been from the boys in red. 3.5 minutes left. Fiji must score twice.
Time on.
Time is on. The clock begins to move.
Stomach, please.
At the moment, time is Fiji's worst enemy as George North goes in to make up the 8th man in the scrum, with Domachowski still in the sin bin.
Fine. Set.
Tell you one interesting onlooker, Eddie Jones of Australia. He's flown into town to watch exactly this next 2 minutes.
15 against 14 for Fiji. Penalty advantage Fiji. Kuruvoli ransacked at the base.
Penalty advantage.
And I wonder if Matt Carley is thinking another yellow. Latia off the deck. Penalty activated.
Time off.
There he
Matthew
goes.
Carley
Another one and someone goes off. The discipline needs to improve.
is thinking very
Another one
hard
and someone goes off. Talk to
about
him.
the scrum. Now, will Fiji scrum again? They've hardly got any time to scrum.
Time on.
And they aren't. They're going to tap and go. Deuita Ikanewere. Chopped low by
What a
Morgan.
tackle.
That's a man-stopper. 2.5 minutes left. They're calling time up in the last chance saloon for Fiji. They're a metre out. Now they're over. Now they score! They can't. Can they? They won't. Will they? If anybody can, it's Fiji. 6-point game. Kick to come. And as things stand, Fiji at least have 2 bonus points.
Tala's going to line up the place kick quickly. They want to steal this. You know Fijians, and if they're truly playing like Fijians, they want to steal this at the death. They're down by 6.
The try has been credited to number 18, Misaki Ndonga, the replacement prop. This is a big kick for Teti Tela. The hush falls over Stade du Bordeaux. Tela misses. Fiji need a converted try to win this game.
Okay, Simban return.
And Corey Domachowski comes back on, so it's 15 on 15 for the last minute.
As it should be. What a pulsating affair.
Time on.
You can't even watch.
Play Wales.
Wow, what a finale, what a test match. Costello kicks it deep and says to Fiji, if you are going to score, you'll do it from 90 metres out. Fiji say challenge accepted. Final minute of the 80.
Out, 7 out.
Kuruboli, what's the kick? And Liam Williams can take the sting out of this. And thump it high. Liam Williams puts it out on the full. It's a Fijian lineout inside Welsh territory. They're going to have a chance here. They will have a shot to complete the incredible. And Dan Bigger knows it. Immense pressure on the shoulders of Deuita Ikanewere. He nails his line out. It's all or nothing for Fiji as Tuisova trundles. Kurubori for Tela. Here they come. Misaki Ndonga, the bonus point try scorer. Nayatalevo still hammering away, still making meters deep into the red. That's an awkward pass, but it's clung on to cleanly by Tangi Valo. Have Fiji got the minerals? Have they got the accuracy? Have they got the discipline to pluck this from the fire? Tuisova off the deck. Mwani Mbotia bashing and bulldozing. Rollins thought he'd stolen that, he hasn't. Rabai keeps it tight. Teti Tela numbers it wide for Fiji. Tuisova, Randrandra, here's trouble, here's Nayatalevu. Into the 22, he clears. Tommy Reffel ordered off it. Still Fiji pound away. 9 phases now. Dylan Lewis might have stolen this. He hasn't. Numbers here for Fiji. Tuisova, Mata, Botia. Wales clinging on by their fingernails. The entire rugby world watching, waiting, enthralled by the flying Fijians. This is a truly captivating finale. Fiji pound away. Wales scream for a knock-on. Misaki Ndonga. We're up to a dozen phases now. Wales defending tight. Fiji are going to give it some air. This is their DNA. This is their moment, and it's lost forwards. Of all people, of all the players, of all the men, Fiji wanted that pass to fall to. It would have been Semi Radradra. If he catches it, he scores, and Fiji could win. He doesn't, and Wales survive.